started here.
We're only 10 minutes
We're
behind.
only
Hello.
10 minutes behind on these
going
Grand
on?
Slammy 2 updates. Long time coming, a whole year of qualifiers, and we're now a month away.
What are you going to do
Crazy.
with your month to prepare, Joey?
I don't know. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be running more Ammies. We've got some announcements later. But before those announcements, I think the most important thing that everyone really wants to know, not anything about the new shit, what we want to know is who are our Grand Slammers, our 22 entrants.
Potential grandies.
Potential grandies.
Potential slammers. That's you even wrote it.
Yeah, Grand Slayer. All right, we got Postal. We've got Yidnar here as well to commentate with me about all of these amazing members of Grand Slammy here. All right. So first up, someone who needs no introduction, which we'll realize
Joey,
is
our
quite a
pictures
few.
aren't on the thing.
Our
pictures aren't on the thing.
Joey.
There we go. We'll put Yidnar in the corner. There, Yidnar's in the corner. We got him. He's watching. He's watching these Grand Slammers.
I'm observing.
He's observing. He's observing. He's judging. He's watching.
Yidnar watches overall.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see if I need to get involved.
Oh shit. All right. First up, we have Aiden of I. Aiden Ophi, Adonafi, Aldan Ophi, whatever you want to say to pronounce it. Guy qualified at spin to win 77. That's a real early one, as we'll see coming up throughout these. Aiden, one of the first people to qualify.
Way back in the day. This guy, but if Liverwort didn't exist, this guy would be an absolute, like, unequivocally the number one Emmy person this season in terms of just raw winning. Has played a lot of characters, but yeah, has won 5 Emmy brackets. Only qualified at spin 77, but has won quite a few more, and he's played 3 different characters in Emmy brackets, but we're mostly going to be talking about his Falco. Secondaries are a bit of a sore subject for the Grand Slammy TOs here, but this guy is definitely, like, if you look at the field, low-key a favorite to win if he plays Falco. That's my 2 cents. This Falco's scary. He's doing a lot of stuff that the other Falcos might not necessarily be doing, even though they're scary in their own right. We'll get to them later. But, I mean, who knows? He could just play Falcon at this tournament and go 0-5.
But he could play Falcon at this tournament and still do pretty well. His secondaries are also nothing to slouch at. He puts a lot of effort into all the things he's trying, whether it's his random month of box Falco or his
maybe
Aiden
Falcon, will bring he'll bring the box to
Grand
Slammy.
Slammy. Yeah. All right,
I'm most excited to see some moonwalks out of this guy. If the Falcon comes out.
I'm most excited to see some shortens because I hope he plays Falco.
All right.
This guy does a lot of shortens. That's his famous signature move.
True. Aiden, if he's off stage, he's probably going to make it back to Ledge.
He's probably going to shorten.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of crazy to think that a Falco will just make it back most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, we forgot about the Roy. Okay. So many characters.
No. I mentioned the Roy.
I
mentioned it offhandedly, and I threw some shade at it. If the Roy shows up at Grand Slammy, that's going to be a problem. We're not turning Grand Slammy into Roy week. What is this? Spin to win fucking 111?
I forget which one it was. Anyhow.
No, I don't remember.
Our next...
I forget about the
Spin to win 65.
Spin to win 65 too was the...
So we have one member who qualified here normally through a spin to win, and immediately we're breaking all the rules here. We've got AFK 797, also known as Holy Moly, also known as Clark, also known as the guy who's on his motherfucking knees.
He was
PC. Many times. PC Qualified through Squire Scratch. That is the East Side Rally pre-local for Kings of Halley. A stacked tournament that had a bunch of people who were about to go to Kings of Halley, and yet AFK is the one who won.
Some say that was the most stacked Emmy bracket we've had this season. Even out of the regional Emmy brackets, that one was insanely stacked. I'm pretty sure he won in Grands over Penguins of Space, if I remember correctly, and that was like right when Penguins was on his huge come up. It was either that or one other player. I'd have to look at the bracket, but that was like a crazy bracket. A lot of graduated Emmy players qualified for that, and Clark took them all out. He's still kind of floating around that area where he could potentially win Grand Slammy. He might not even be seed 1, but he can have a breakout and pull a Squire Scratch on us and just destroy the whole field.
Yeah, not to forget, this is our runner-up for the inaugural Grand Slammy.
Yeah,
this guy made it all the way to Grands.
And that was a tough one, too.
Heater set there. Yeah, Grand Slammy, also, like, any tough bracket, AFK is probably ending up near the very end of it.
Like, let's remember who the fuck was competing in that. Like, there were a few Falcos, sure, but, like, I mean, he did end up coming second to Steelsy, but that matchup is not very good. Just pointing out, he plays Luigi, which is not necessarily the first character you think of. That guy, he plays kind of a scary, spooky mid-tier.
The important thing to remember with AFK 797 is he slips and slides on the DDR machines, so we're going to see how he's slipping and sliding in Grand Slammy 2.
He wave dashes all over the button pads. And maybe we'll see Dark Clark with the sunglasses, and maybe we'll see peaceful
797 KFA?
KFA.
Grand Slammy? Alright. Our next member here.
Find attack.
From out of province, but found a home here nonetheless. We have ASAP. One of very few Jigglypuffs in this bracket, surprisingly, given the state of where Jigglypuff would be on a tier list. But that just means that less people are going to be ready for these crazy rests, these crazy F smashes that are coming out from ASAP. He has some incredible ability to punch up on some people. ASAP's pretty good. Qualified at spin to win 94.
I'm gonna say something maybe controversial.
Okay.
But I know Jackson will appreciate it. I don't think there's a single player in this entire bracket who has improved in the last, let's say, 4 months quite as much as Jackson ASAP. This guy has been on his grind daily, or mostly daily, and is very quietly, like, he hasn't had a crazy breakout yet. He hasn't, like, beaten a PR player or anything, but, like, very slowly he has gone from, like, being defeated by the field to favored to win versus, like, all of the potential top seeds for this tournament. Like, this guy is scary. I'm scared of him, for one, and that's saying something because I like fighting Puff. I think this guy could make a crazy run at this tournament.
Had some good chats with this Puff.
Yeah, he's also been getting the Randy coaching.
You mean the Yidnar? Whoa.
I'm Yidnar.
The Yidnar coaching. He's been getting some Mitch coaching. He made it all the way to grand finals in doubles at Nexus. Not bad at all. Barely drowned in pools, but at Nexus, but he did have a really hard pool. Let's remember, he was literally 1 game win away from making it out of pools over Burning at Nexus 3. So let's not forget that. This guy, like I said, just every opportunity, more so hidden from the crowd. He made it to Grands in Amis at Nexus, only losing to Joey after Joey went on a crazy meth-fueled run and destroyed him 6-0 in Grands. But, like, listen, this guy is quietly, like, second place. He's
this guy destroyed me 3-0 in, like, winners finals.
He is soon to be, like, going on a nuts run. And honestly, Grand Slammy could be his chance to just, like, beat everyone and suddenly be, like, at the next level.
All right. So after ASAP, I think we're done with all our A names. We've got Cowboy here, repping AV, the Annapolis Valley. Qualified super recently here. Spin to win 117. That was 2 weeks ago. Or 3 weeks ago now. Sorry.
Wait, was it the last week or the next? Wait.
This is next week's spin to win. Is this
Wait,
number
wait,
17?
whoa.
Wait, 17. What? Wait.
We're joking.
Okay,
It's either
yeah,
this week
I
or
was
next
like,
week.
Hold up.
Yeah, this is the new kid on the block. This is a guy who kind of came out of nowhere. He has a similar story that you might have heard before, same as Drucifer, same as Kodra. Played a lot of melee friendlies, played a lot of Slippy, and played a lot of 20XX, and has a sick fucking Falcon. And isn't completely ass at the game. Like he knows what to do and could honestly get some crazy upsets in this tournament. Like right now, we're just going off of very little data, so we don't really know what Cowboy's capable of. All we know is that he's sick as fuck.
Yeah, Cowboy's
and
still
that he
making
moves
the
he moves
data
in
for
grooves
us
with
to...
Falcon.
Yeah, Cowboy's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
out
exactly.
here
Like he
creating
qualified 2 weeks
data.
ago.
He's still creating upsets for us to seed him based
He's
off of. We have no idea what this guy can
exactly.
do. We haven't even seen the beginning of Cowboy, like lassoing
Yeah, I
in, I
think,
guess, all his opponents and causing some problems for us all.
And this will be a great opportunity to see Cowboy get a bunch of sets with players of his around his skill level, which would be pretty nuts. And maybe after Grand Slammy, we'll see where this guy actually stands in the grand scheme of NS Melee.
Yeah, in the
But
grand
until
scheme
then,
of
we'll just have to guess.
in the grand scheme of modern NS Melee, we can't forget
True, I
Cowboy,
should say.
formerly known as Sick, was a player from
Formerly.
a long while ago, playing in the Slippy Sauces when those were a thing. Got a win on like Petra back in the day. Like this guy has been around the block for a while. He's no stranger to competition. He's only a stranger to the current competition. But I'm sure once he gets back into gear, he'll remember it all just as well as it once
Could come
was.
back.
Yes,
Yeah,
Drew,
he
beat
Petra
Petra
win.
and Slippy Sauce.
I got one thing to say. Two things, actually. I just thought of
Okay.
another thing.
Mhm.
Cowboys Yidnar approved. And yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
All right. After Cowboy, we have one of our perennial Falcos. We've seen Aiden, and now we have Drew. Qualified at spin to win 98. Came in and immediately started swinging. There wasn't very long of a period where Drew was in Amis. He showed up, kind of stayed out of the realm of Amis for a long while, ended up in 1 or 2 brackets, and just won one of the very few Amis he was in, and qualified for Grand Slammy from it.
It's true. This guy, he is one of the best, I would say, out of the qualified people. Just has been on a tear, an improvement tear for sure. Is really pushing. Falco is pushing the boundary of like these mid-level Falcos trying to break into like PR level. And Drew is cooking some stuff for sure. Like everyone remembers, of course. I mean, no one shuts up about it ever. Is his famous set versus Inky Sheik, where he took him to game 3 in a best of 3. That's fucking crazy. And Inky's not ass versus Falco either. Drew knows what to do, and he has good punish game, and he moves quick. He knows how to act fast out of his moves. And he's scary, definitely scary, and he's got a sick controller. I'm just gonna shout that out. His controller is really awesome.
For him.
Whoever made it is probably awesome and great.
Really cool, yeah.
And every time I go to spin to win, and Drew like gets a crazy upset or just goes on a nuts run, he gets top 8, and I'm like, "Hey Drew, how's your controller doing?" And he's like, "This is fucking awesome. This is the best controller ever. I can hit all of my tech skill on this," and I'm like, "Awesome!" And I don't even have to like maintenance it or anything. It's not like Liverwort's controller, which is constantly breaking. That might be the best one I ever made.
True, and how Drew is truly a bastion of like consistency right now in the level that he's at. Still always
cooking.
like game 5ing with some like heavy hitters there, or game 3s with, as you said, Inky, but other heavy hitters as well. Always getting really, really close there. has some top 8s under his belt, of course. Yeah, rinse that Mordor. Hey, it happens. It happens.
It happens.
And that's why we're
we can't
also
be perfect all the
surprised by
time.
it, is because of the consistency Drew usually shows. Truly a really strong Falco here.
Watch Drew versus Randy at Spin to Win 119, and you'll get spooked.
We'll get
That guy's
oh
pretty good.
god.
I always get spooked when Randy is on the screen, but when Drew is on the screen, shit, it might be double spooky.
So scary. After Drucifer, our next competitor here, all the way from Cape Breton, we've got Everest qualifying at the big one. Spin to Win 100. Our 63 person spin to ad.
That's okay.
20-second ad.
20-second. Oh shoot.
All right, guys. If you're still here, you're probably subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime to the channel.
You're not an affiliate. Fuck. What's going on, Drucifer? I know you didn't get an ad just now.
Hey.
All right, this is where we actually just hide that we all talk shit about the guys. Is in the middle of the ads here. Man,
we have a
this
whole
fucking
minute
Everest
and 6
guy,
seconds.
holy.
This Everest guy, I think if I was Penguins of Space, I'd probably put him like 65th on the Penguin rank.
All right, ad break ends in 39 seconds.
I go 49. That's some bullshit.
Oh.
Everyone needs to get Twitch Turbo. Drew, do you have Twitch Turbo? He's got a Steam mode of that Everest launch Counter-Strike.
Related to this player, press 1 if your fist is up in the air.
Yeah, press 1. I'm thinking put 1s in the chat for Everest.
All right, we're almost near the end here. 8, 7, 6.
Oh, I only had a 20-second ad. I was chilling.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
Joey's trying to feed their
seconds.
kid. Look,
and
man,
we're
I
back.
forgot to hit snooze. My bad, man. All right, okay. So anyhow, Everest, Cape Breton qualified at the big one, the 63-person spin to win 100 over Westside William. With the resetting grands coming from losers there, but yeah, Everest has been improving a lot. Every time I see him in a bracket, he's always up there somewhere. I know certain birds from the far north that have somehow been or far south rather, that have somehow been sent into the stratosphere might say Everest is not as good as the people are saying, but I don't know. Everest is doing as good as some of the people are saying.
Penguins of Space is just good versus Sheik. High key. Yeah, what can I say about this guy? I mean, he's like Cowboy, except for Cowboy is now starting a trend of showing up to events, but Ethan just lives so far away that we never ever see him. He showed up for Spin 100, and that ended up being like a fairly mid-level like Amy bracket. Like, it was pretty representative of that kind of bottom half. Westside William was in Grands, I think you mentioned, but like showed, yeah, Westside William isn't a slouch versus Sheik either. And Everest ended up taking it. This guy, Liverwort, has had a lot to say about Everest, which is he doesn't play Sheik like Sheik. Obviously, you must know that Everest is like a Rivals head. He runs that Rivals Weekly for AC, and he plays the Fox style character in that game. Also, little known fact is that Everest used to play Fox in this game, but then switched to Sheik because she is way easier. But he doesn't play Sheik like Sheik. He doesn't tech chase, and he kind of just like places his smash attacks correctly. And that's enough to fuck up Liverwort. So maybe we're doing something wrong. Ethan could just have a moment of clarity and kill everyone with this tournament. I think it's always possible.
Yeah, Everest another one of those people who is really impossible to tell how well they're gonna do. They just also don't have that much data going for them on how good they are. But when you watch Ethan play, you watch Everest play, you're seeing a guy who knows exactly where his opponent is gonna be and is swinging exactly in those spots all of the time. And if he doesn't know where you're gonna be, he's assuming you're absolutely terrified of him. So he's swinging exactly where you are, and you're probably gonna screw up because you just see this Sheik swinging straight at you, and you don't know what to do, and then you get your ass kicked.
Tahoe.
Tahoe,
Uh-oh.
indeed. All right, that's Everest. Our next player here, we've got Har, a Marth player, qualified at spin to win 91. Yeah, very strong Marth player. Hasn't been showing up as consistently anymore with school and whatnot, but when he does show up, he's taken names. He won an Ami bracket pretty recently, if I recall, over a Toasty Toes. Made
I
it to
believe so.
grands against a Cowboy there. But yeah, Har's a pretty strong player here. We have the NB tag as he is originally native to St.
St.
John's, I believe, along with ASAP. Grew
St.
up playing together
John.
there. St. John, sorry, not with an S. Oh, always get those two mixed up, man.
Yeah, everyone is. Har, yeah, definitely has kind of he cropped up, and it's like there's now another Samani / Sneed, just like another Marth player who is down there working hard to get his thrills, and aspiring to be Mobin one day. But I mean, I'm extremely biased against all three of those Marth players because of my character that I play. But I just know that this guy is taking some crazy sets against like Ami winners, making it to Grands himself, punching up on like Spaceys, obviously, and like Peaches, and he's grinding. He's trying to break out. He's swinging for the fences for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at the net play channel. I'm seeing Har in there constantly fiending, looking for games to play, looking for people to fight. And I look at how long it's been before I see the GGs in those chats. That guy is on there for a while. At 1 a.m., says Thornman. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, he plays at some strange times of day. That's how you know that he's a total psycho about the game. And I think that he can get there for sure. He's definitely going in the right direction. He's on the war path. And Grand Slammy might be the war.
He's on Yidnar's radar. We're gonna see how far this Har guy can go. We're gonna see if he can be a star. And if he wins, I might just share a cigar.
We'll go to the bar.
Oh my! At the bar
and
too?
I might feather you in tar.
Whoa! Wait.
And I'll hit you with my car.
Whoa! I mean, if Har wins,
I can only think of
maybe that's what he'll do. Maybe that's his victory lap there.
Yeah, if Har wins, we will feather and tar and hit you with the car.
Anyway, speaking of Har, we've got Joe Car.
Post
Joe Car.
Whoa.
Yidnar.
Whoa.
Oh my god, there's so many R tags. Yeah, this is me now going under Umaku Naritai every now and then. I qualified at spin to win 90 when I like came back from camp and finally qualified for an Ami bracket. Yeah, I don't like shilling for myself, so
Top 8
I got nothing to say.
week.
Let's move on.
Top 8 performances this season.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
You know,
no, Joey's
taking games off of Aldu, taking sets rather.
Took a set off of Aldu, made top 8. That was fucking fire. I can't do that.
At this event,
Joey's sick.
Party time.
Joey just needed a mental reset. Needed to play some Clementine and needed to play some Samus, for a month, and then came back and realized that Sheik is a better character than both of those guys. Party time. Yeah, I genuinely like last time we played, I noticed like so much stuff was just so much tighter. Like it's just a matter of being fast, and really we're all getting there slowly and surely. And Joey's also an improver pilled. Not much else to say.
Much like the fires that Joey was illegally setting in.
Whoa!
Joey has gotten a fire inside of them that has rose in temperature, and y'all better watch out.
Yeah, watch out, and better watch out for Joey's Sailor Mercury too.
Yes.
I don't believe
It's crazy
there's
that
an
we both
SMS
play the
bracket
same
there,
character
but-
in,
oh my god,
in
whoa.
both games.
We're like the same person.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I
after
hate playing
Joe-
the Sheik Ditto. I have no insight into how well you play because we just dodge each other.
True. We hope
And every
to
time
dodge
we
each
play
other,
each other,
we
we're
hate
just
it.
both sad. It's not fun. I hope we don't play each other at Grand Slammies, though I know it's gonna happen.
Probably somewhere in the crazy way that bracket is going to be set up. Anyways,
That's
after
okay, I'll
Joe
change that.
Carr, we no longer have an R tag. We have Junior Chicken, qualified through Port Authority, the only AMI bracket with a prize pool on it. $25 dues in his pocket. I don't think he dropped a game that AMI. Yeah, Junior Chicken, another one of those like kind of anomalies in like he definitely has data. He's been playing for a really long time and he's never fully stopped, but he's on and off with the game every now and then, and you never really know if Junior Chicken's actually trying fully to beat your ass, because sometimes you play him and yeah, you get your ass beat and you don't know what the answer is.
It's true. That's what happens to me every time that I play him. I've never beaten this guy, and his character is not good. He definitely wins the mental game a lot better than he wins the melee game. He kind of just like tricks his opponent into running into his fares. And you know what? Valid strategy. This guy's been on the game for a long time, and he kind of just has one thing that he finds fun, and he scares me. He's very scary. He put a cigarette in the Wii one time when we played. That was fucked up. Actually, he did it 2 times, but
The aura
Just-
this guy, this Ganondorf
he does have aura.
farms is
and that's the other thing. is,
unreal.
like,
The beer he gives away is unreal.
He does give away beer. He can easily qualify for an AMI bracket and then suddenly wake up and realize where he is and then win that whole thing without dropping a game. That's the Alex Wong special.
All his opponents are gonna have to hope he does not know that he is in an AMI bracket at coming Grand Slammy. We gotta
If
hope
you
he
see-
stays asleep.
If you see Junior Chicken in your bracket path, you know you're getting slimed. Those who know.
I have some breaking news that based on his winnings of $25
Oh,
divided by the price of the junior
Oh,
chicken
no!
that I'm pricing at $3.69, that equals 6.7.
Whoa!
Holy
Whatever
shit.
that means for the
Whatever
tournament,
that
I just
means.
needed to inform you of that.
oh my god.
Whatever that means.
All right.
That's
after
a fun
Junior
fact,
Chicken,
Yidner. Thank you.
we have Ketchup. Qualified again, an earlier on qualifier there, spin to win 83. Ketchup is truly an enigma. Probably the most punch up person out of anyone in this bracket. If I looked at every other person who is at Grand Slammy 2, I don't think I would see anyone with a better record against players way up there in the like PR level than Ketchup. Like, obviously, the elephant in the room is the Frog W. Not just a Frog game win, a full-fledged in melee Frog win. There's Pie High wins, there's Bryson wins, there's Brad wins. Like, Ketchup has gotten a lot of W's that I think go often unsaid, is how capable he is of just crazy punching up.
That's facts. I think. Let's see. Ketchup definitely has that punch up factor. They got the like obviously the Armada Swedish sniper kind of play style, the throwing turn up edge guard, and they're quite good at that one thing. And that's very spooky for a poor old spacey main, especially if your name is Chris Boudreaux. You're getting hit by that. And so it's not only that big punch up factor, but I played Ketchup at the weekly this week and noticed like their fundamentals also are increasing. No pun intended, but they are catching up a little bit to Penguins of Space, just in terms of just like playing neutral, not quite the like insane cheese that we see versus Frog and the Tickler, like actually doing Peach stuff, which is scary, and that spells doom for some players at Grand Slammy that are unfortunate enough to run into Ketchup.
Yeah, unless there is a certain other person who we will mention later on who comes in with some other fucked up controller. Ketchup's also the only box player, I believe, signed up for this tournament, entering this tournament, unless Aiden also shows up with a box. We all
I
hope that
hope
does not happen. We want to see the guy try, but Ketchup, the only real box player in this bracket.
Ketchup is a boots on the floor box player.
Turnips, down smash. What more needs to be said?
Those are two very good
What
moves.
what more needs to be done? Let's be honest. What more needs to be done?
Honestly, not much more.
Spot dodged.
Hey, there we go. Yeah.
Hey.
We put the pieces together. We finished the Triforce of Peach here. Anyways, following Ketchup, we have our most recent qualifier, Spin to Win 118. That was literally the last weekly. We have Coolster, another Falco player. As if we didn't have enough, our most recent qualifier is also another Falco player from the HRM region.
Wait, Joey, I think I know what matchup to work on for the next one.
Everyone's watching this slideshow unfold and taking notes of the amount of birds we've seen here.
There's a lot of birds. No,
lot
one
of birds.
fox. Spoilers, but not a lot of birds.
You guys, do you guys,
Coolster.
Just one second.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you hear that?
What's that? I don't hear it. What?
It's Coolster talking. I can hear him all the time.
Oh my god. The comms legend.
He's in my head. He's in my head.
The positivity beacon that Coolster is when he's at a weekly lately. Cheering for everyone and anyone. Man's only just joined the scene, but he's already loving it. He's already fully in, and he's won an Ammy. 6-1 over Toasty Toes to qualify here. It's
That's true.
Not a light task there. And the most recent Ammy he was in, which was a pretty hefty Ammy there. He made it pretty far. He did pretty well there.
Mm-hmm.
Proving it wasn't just a fluke.
I know he's an alt player for sure. He's a Samus in alt. I hope he's not busy at KOH because I need him on comms at KOH.
Yes.
we need to
Yidnar
advocate.
Approves of Coolster comms.
Coolster has
Randy also
risen the ranks of the Ammy players, but he has like topped the PR for commentary. Like this guy, it's peak. It's peak. Yeah, transferring some of that alt knowledge into melee. He plays the bird. He's more interactive in this game, and he has a passion. He understands the bird is cool, and he's like his name, but he's trying to unlock that and get and become a very, very cool Falco. I think it will happen.
All right. Following the Coolster, we've got Kyoko, another kind of unknown here. A Ganondorf player qualified at Spin to Win 107. So still a little bit ago there. About 10 weeklies ago. Kyoko doesn't come around too often. Busy with their job pretty often, but their Ganondorf is nothing to slouch at. They're a really strong, solid player, and similar to Coolster, who came into the next Ammy after winning and proved that they could still make it pretty far and take some pretty hefty wins there. Kyoko came in last week and got some W's, got some names, proved that maybe they're gonna do pretty well at Grand Slammy for all the people who are unsure of who this person even is, because they don't come to that much, but they're a pretty solid Ganondorf, and all you really need are 2 solid hits with this character, and suddenly you're off stage and you're dead.
Yeah, and if it's a solid stage like Yoshi's Story, you only need 1 maybe.
True.
And it's reverse hit down B. Yeah, Ganon. That Ganon's scary. I mean, yeah, mid tiers, but it's an unknown factor. Just like Junior Chicken, he sits down at the setup and immediately there's aura. And that might catch some players at this Ammy tournament off guard. Like, I mean, I know me and Joey were just joking about like only practicing for Falco, but that's kind of the typical moment is like, oh, there's so many Falcos at this tournament. I'm going to practice for Falco. And then you go 0-2 to 2 Ganondorfs. It just happens without running into single Falco. Kyoko, yeah, definitely people might be sleeping on this guy. But we'll see how he performs.
Absolutely.
Anything to add, Yidnar? Absolutely.
I love
Absolutely.
Ganondorf.
True.
Why?
Yinnar had a stint with Ganon as well. Who knows well the
Who's
power
the-
of the punches. All right.
Hey,
Following up Kyoko.
check the Smashboards thread about Ganondorf being the best character in the game. That's all you need
Check
to know.
check the band players Google Doc.
Don't.
Whoa!
Following up
Perk
a relatively unknown player in the Ami scene, in the spin to win scene, we have one of the most known quantities. And the known quantity is if this guy is across from you in grand finals of an amateur bracket and your name is not Aiden Ofai, you are losing that Ami bracket 100% of the time. Only
Let's be real,
third
if your
or
character's not
first,
Falco.
no second places except for that one time he dropped to Aiden.
Falco.
Aiden Falco as
Um,
well. Chuck
yeah.
Limroof Liverwort, Rowan Melee himself, qualified at Spin 86, which is also a long time ago, one of our earliest calls. 5 Ami wins, or 6 Ami wins now, sorry, the most out of anyone not named Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Most out of
pretty good.
everyone. Aiden only has 5. Liverwort has the most.
Oh, true, my bad, I said that thing wrong, yep.
Just backwards. Yeah, I've been watching this guy's career for longer than anyone in the Nova Scotia scene. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy watching Liverwort. He kind of went from this guy's my best friend. I'm not gonna be too harsh, but his play reminded me of like a child wielding a really complex firearm.
God.
And then suddenly, in the last few weeks, something has clicked. I mean, in the past few months, Liverwort has just been beating my ass senselessly. He doesn't fall for any of my old tricks. He's playing Fox correctly, and Sheik is one of his favorite matchups, and you can thank me for that. But this guy has freaking figured it out. He went from like a kid with a complex firearm to now like Revolver Ocelot, or maybe just like a Nunchuck Tyler style guy. Like whenever you watch his gameplay, it's like he's doing something and then suddenly he's Jason Luma for like 3 seconds, and then he goes back to being Liverwort. And especially at the Ami Grands last week versus Pasta La Vista. I know I didn't see most of it, but he was just like playing so like solid, doing like dash dance up tilt, like reverse hit up tilt, just stuffing Luigi, just totally like doing everything that Fox is supposed to do versus Luigi to win. And he did beat out Pasta in the end. But like people are scared of this guy, and he's starting to incorporate like wavelands, like shield drops, like some actual real stuff, and he's starting to move faster and faster and faster. And I mean, like, I've been talking about Joey and ASAP and all those guys' improvements, but this guy plays Fox, and he's on a very similar trajectory as like all of the other net play grinders to accumulate this knowledge and suddenly get faster and faster with his controller. But his character has no upper limit for how tasked you want to be. And I think fairly soon Liverwort is going to have a nuts breakout. Besides ASAP, I think he might have the best shot at winning a tournament like this, if not for his one weakness, which is the character known as Falco Lombardi. Liverwort has, I can't say a disastrous, flawless record versus Falco, which is to say flawless for Falco, because Liverwort, up until quite recently, has never beaten a Falco in his life. But has taken some sets. Took a set off of Drucifer his first week back. That was like, that was slightly less nuts than beating Aiden in that Ami bracket. The Ami bracket that he famously got second at when Aiden reversed and reset the bracket from losers. He's maybe starting to get a crumb, but Falco is still just so unfortunately kryptonite for this guy. And since there's so many Falcos at this tournament, some not even revealed yet, I can't help but be worried for his chances, despite me knowing that he has maybe improved the most out of any of the competitors we've seen.
Ginnar.
Just
What
full
do you
hop
think about the
Rowan,
bird guy?
says Drucifer.
The bird guy?
The bird guy. The guy who likes birds. And therefore
That's
can't
crazy
kill
because
any of
Liverwort
them.
is like
Yeah.
an ornithologist in real life. He just can't. He can't kill Falco because he loves birds.
He
So
loves the
much.
birds
I never
too
thought of that.
much. Yeah.
He does. He plays the same color as me. Let's see if he can channel some of Yidnar's Fox in his gameplay at Grand Slammy 2.
Let's see.
Going to spin to win and logging Falco Lombardi on my Merlin Bird ID app. I hit microphone, analyze the bird sound, and it's just Aiden screaming.
All right. From the person who stole everyone's joy yesterday by eliminating Pasta, to someone who has dressed as an evil team member and appears as if they're going to steal our joy and also your money in a money match. Qualified at this says spin to win 87. That's incorrect.
That's not correct.
1 second. Let me pull up a correction here.
Is it spin to win 67?
I don't believe it is. I believe it's just incorrect. Straight up, it's just copy pasted from the previous one. Oh, yeah, my bad. Yeah, 6767.
Would be
Okay,
spin
sorry.
to win
81. Qualified at spin to win 81. Is Oathwood here? So one of the earliest qualifiers here. Representing PC, representing Link of the adult variety, the only one in Nova Scotia, really, aside
In
from
the world,
from
I
a
think.
Cobber secondary. True. Hey, did you know Aklo has a Link? And Aklo's Link.
Fuck, what? Really?
might still.
Someone should make a turn down for Walt video about this.
About the Link? Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, Oathwood, a perennial competitor, definitely one of the higher seeds at this tournament. Expected to go pretty far here. Has some pretty solid wins, especially recently. Has been doing very good and is a very consistent player as well in the skill caliber that they operate in.
Yeah, for sure. Link is not a good character. I sound like Kiwi right now. But Oathwood has overcome all of the limitations of his character, and plays as correctly as you can. Just does absolutely everything to make Link work and does it and gets wins and could do very well at this tournament. He's once again, like the rest of the mid tiers, has that factor of like, I'm not gonna fucking practice for Link, and then I get in to play Oathwood and I drop my chain grab after one regrab, and then I say, maybe I should have practiced for Link. It just happens. Who the fuck is gonna practice for just Oathwood? Who knows? But yeah, that up B, it's a crazy move. It's a nuts move. If it was on a character with a shorter jump squat and maybe a bit faster, like damn. Imagine if DK's up B did that. If it like semi spiked you and like sent you into the blast zone.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oathwood. I think this is gonna be this bracket path is gonna be a story of how much can Oathwood stay off of the addictive substance that is that of the to ledge there. As Bongos has coined it, you know. If he can just stick to the consistent game plan and not SD every stock there, he might just take the whole thing. He did really strong at the first Grand Slammy and has been doing really strong ever since then.
PC.
Oathwood's nuts. Oathwood fucking just like you said, he plays cool. He plays like he does interesting tech skill. He does Goron rolls. He does like interesting bomb recoveries. He does run off up B. It's interesting for sure. And then he still has to overcome so much to play Link, but it's weird looking. Like you think who can Oathwood beat, and it's like yeah, he punches up a lot on spacies, and his character is naturally really good versus floaties, and he fucks on Marth, and he really only loses to Sheik and Captain Falcon, which
we still have to play well though. It's not a free match. Gone.
It's not. It's definitely not free. But Oathwood can overcome that. He has a very kind of narrow area to improve. Like he kind of understands what he needs to do to win, and he's gonna get there.
After
You know?
Oakwood.
A PC. You said PC pizza.
PC?
PC.
PC pizza? The brown sauce is the black tar heroin
Whoa, they
that
put
Oakwood is truly
black
addicted
heroin.
to. All right. Next up, we've got Peanuts qualified at spin to win 105. Another newer player on the scene showed up randomly, made it well past the qualifying spots for any eligibility of AMI, and I forgot to snooze the ads. Oh, wait, no, I did not. They start in 5 minutes. We'll snooze them right now. There we
Snooze.
go. Hey, we got them. We hit them. Get out of here, ads. You haven't touched Melee in a month? Well, this is your month, man. You got pinned by Randy. Maybe that's the real reset that the rest of us harsh grinders need to know, is that sometimes you can take a step back and not just always play Melee all the time. But regardless, Peanuts punching up well above what we all expected of some random guy showing up to his very first weekly, beating Westside William, which, as we learned, was just the beginning of it. Then going on to beat who was it? It was like Penguins. It was Jaden.
And
it
Penguins with Space and
and
Jaden.
Postal. It was crazy. This guy went on a tear that first week. Rivals is fun. Oh man,
That was fucked up.
Everest Snow, what have you done? You've killed one of our Grand Slammy entrants. But hey, maybe the speed of Rivals will translate well to Melee too.
Ethan is doing industrial sabotage by getting Peanuts addicted to Rivals 2 so that he can not have to fight Luigi in Grand Slammy. Yeah, this guy
will still be there on the other side.
This guy does not play Luigi like Jorg. He does not play Luigi like AFK797, and he definitely does not play Luigi like Rat Monster. I don't really know how to describe it, but I realized that none of the stuff that I did versus Clark or versus Jorg would work against this guy. And that's in itself is very impressive to have a playstyle that is so different from like what is traditionally seen with Luigi. We saw that a bit with Bung. If you remember Bung, he kind of plays in that same like Griff style of like he plays like Griff, basically. But Luigi's fucking scary. If Luigi actually hits you, he can do a lot of damage, and it's nuts. And we've seen a Luigi uprising recently. This guy is one of at least 2 Luigis in this bracket, and that's a stage hazard, legit. Like, imagine running into Peanuts, and maybe he was on a month break. I mean, Peanuts, I've not played Melee in a month, except for at the weeklies. So we're kind of on the same level of practice here, but I don't know. What do you think, Yidnar?
I think Luigi is like a rook in Melee, in the same way that a peanut is the rook of legumes. And I think that perfectly describes Peanut's playstyle.
Because the peanut moves in a straight line.
Sure.
Yep.
If that's
or
what
you mean
wanna
the
know.
rook like the bar in Mount St. Vincent?
I like chess.
Okay.
The rook like chess.
Great.
Absolutely. The peanut is the rook
peanut
of the
movable straight
legumes.
line. Because you can castle.
Oh my god.
I said
the peanut's moving
are
into the
like
castle when we crown him as
legumes.
the champion of Grand Slammy 2 here is what I'm hearing.
They're gonna build a fucking a huge castle in Peggy's Cove after Peanuts upsets everyone after lying about not playing for a month.
All right. Finally, the one, or not finally, but well, like, not as in the finale, but as in we finally arrived.
Finally we get there.
Finally spelled with a PH.
Finally spelled with a PH.
Finally.
It is Phoebus, it is Odigby, it is Grimpus, it is Absol. It is another one that I will not say.
And there is not a fifth name.
There's not a fifth name.
The
for my
fifth name
stream.
is canceled.
There is not a fifth name. You're
Please
no
God.
name.
Qualified for at spin to win 80. This might very well be the earliest of the qualifiers. There might have been someone in the 70s. I might be mistaken. But if it isn't the earliest, it's only because Phoebus is a rare sight in AMI brackets nowadays. This guy is good. This guy is consistent nowadays. This guy will sit down with a whole ass audio setup, and that's kind of just aura in its own way. Like, man, I'm just here with a controller that like barely functions. You brought a whole audio mixer to the setup. How am I? I'm not prepared for this shit at all. AI fart. Oh, AFK named the actual fifth
AI
one. There's a
fart is
sixth one
pretty
we don't
good.
mention.
Anxiety Phil is the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phoebus, Odigby, Absol. Adding to the pile of Falcos at this tournament. And I don't know, he seems to be he's more ethereal. Like he's definitely more doomer about the game than the other two famous Falcos of the same skill level. And I don't know if that's to his benefit or detriment. I don't know if he's as much of a grinder as Drucifer might be, but Phoebus is a dubs guy. Phoebus is a Counter-Strike guy, and maybe he just shows up to Grand Slammy, he puts on his headphones, he plugs in his audio stealing device, and he just like 4-stocks everyone. It could happen. Or he could go Grimbus and get stuck in Shine.
Phoebus is an incredible player. He has improved so much. Randy and Yidnar have both played him a ton, and he has become a very, very strong player. And I'm even if Phoebus doesn't win this thing, Phoebus in a year, that's all I'm gonna say.
Phoebus in a year isn't gonna make it into Grand Slam. He's gonna
we
be
should
too
do a
damn
Grand
good.
Slammy reunion.
Grand Slammy.
That's a fire idea.
Yo.
In 5 years, we do Grand Slammy reunion, and it's like Penguins of Space is PR. And then we get Steelsy back.
Someone make the time capsule right now.
All right.
We get Steelsy from his Michelin star restaurant somewhere.
Yeah. Oh. We say, where are they now? Grand Slammy 1, where are they now?
All right. Our next member, following Phoebus, we have, oh hey, another person in this call. It's Postal, qualified at Spin to Win 93. Another one of many Sheik players, but surprisingly not that many in this bracket.
I can't even think of 4 besides us two, Joey.
No, honestly,
I can't even name 5 or 6 more.
Or what about potentially one more?
I can't name 6 or 7 more Sheik players.
Thanks. I didn't really get your metaphor until then.
All right, great.
All right, Postal, a very, very solid player, very consistent in most of the matchups that they play that are not named Fox McLeod, similar to how the other member of SL has their own kryptonite here. Luckily for Postal, there aren't any Foxes in this bracket, unlike the many Falcos that are plaguing Liverwort here. So Postal definitely has the ability to run into some Luigis, run into some Jigglypuffs, and just put belt to ass, as Bongos on the Wall would say, and truly just destroy and demolish them in ways that no one else will truly make them feel.
Well, Joey, it's funny that you say that. You mentioned Liverwort having a big weakness to Falco, and you almost implied that I don't.
Oh shit.
I'm not good versus Falco, not anymore. Man. I used to be crazy versus Falco, and I kind of might still have that perception in people's eyes. I used to be a Falco killer, and then they all figured out how to like do shield pressure properly. Yeah, I've not beaten Phoebus or Aiden or Drew. I've never beaten Drew ever. I haven't beaten Aiden's Falco, not his controller Falco, in eons, not friendlies either. And I haven't beaten Phoebus Absol in like decades, it feels like. But yeah, you're right. I'm good versus floaties. I'll give myself that. I think it's a bracket path.
It's a bracket path difference.
Hi, Steelsy. We're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, there's only one Peach. There's 2 Puffs. Those are like my comfort matchups.
Wait, there's only been one Puff announced.
Oh,
so far.
Ooh.
There's only one Puff announced. Very good. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Sheik versus Falco. I wasn't kidding when I said I'm spending the next month on just Falco. Like maybe I can get back to where I was.
Maybe.
But scary shit.
Mods, see them in the Postal.
And Yidnar, any
Yidnar's thoughts on Postal are that Postal is an incredibly good player.
That's okay. Wait, hold up. I'm deafening myself.
Postal is a incredibly good player. I believe that.
True.
She's great. She does a lot of really good things with Sheik.
All right, I heard what you said.
It was the same thing.
It was the same thing, yeah. Alright, Burning agrees in the chat.
Nah, I could be Doomer, but I'm not gonna be Doomer. I'm gonna actually be confident. I'm gonna win this tournament.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna lose to Joey.
You're gonna lose to me? No, you're not. What?
I'm gonna lose to Joey.
Alright. Hello again, Drucifer and only Drucifer. Welcome to the ad break show where we talk about
Yes, hi.
Yes,
Maybe it's time for me to complain about Melee for 20 minutes. I'm kidding. I'm not Doomer anymore. I said I was switching to Captain Falcon. I fucking lied. I'm going Sheik for 1 month. I'm winning Grand Slammies, and then I'm quitting.
Yo.
And then I'm quitting.
What?
Nice.
And then I'm quitting.
You should play Ice Climbers.
My Ices. I played Ices versus Mountain Chicken. That was nuts.
Nice.
I think if I went into the hyperbolic time chamber, if I disappeared from tournaments for like a month,
if you went to camp
and I had the motivation to practice Melee, I could come back and just like actually shit on everyone with Ices. Maybe I'm Kiwi coded for that. I don't. Ice Climbers.
I actually don't think that's a sustainable playstyle. But...
Oh no, definitely not.
All right, how many people have we announced so far? We've got 1. Oh shit, we're not clicking.
1 million.
At least 20.
Well.
Whoa, Cinnamon Toast Crunch dipped cone at Dairy Queen. I'm going right now, guys.
Oh my god, no, wait, hold up,
Holy shit, that looks so good.
Wait, is that the ad that you got?
The Fruity Pebbles Blizzard and the Cinnamon Toast Crunch dipped.
I didn't see that
cone.
one. What the fuck?
That looks so fucking good.
Oh my god.
That's so awesome. What?
All right, chat, what ads did you get? Chat, let's talk about product and commercializing and all of that stuff. All right, we're back. Anyways, after Postal, we leaked it a little bit. We got Rhubarb, we got Humu Humu, we got shoot, I don't remember what other names this guy has. He's too many.
Gibbon fan 1, 3,
Gibbon
4, 5,
fan,
6,
oh
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that one.
Humu Humu, Nuku Nuku.
Humu Humu, Nuku Nuku, Apple Apple.
Rhubarb Skylarb. Was
also
very cheap 1 pound fish.
Oh,
true. One of my favorites.
Very good.
I'm trying to think of some more.
Very good, very cheap. 1 pound fish.
Yeah. Also, we don't have to acknowledge the silhouette. Look, it's just here. Postal.
That's just Yoshi.
Yeah, that's just Yoshi.
That's the only transparent.
That's just how he normally looks in normal gameplay.
Oh my god. Anyways, Rhubarb qualified at Spin to Win 96. Has been playing around with so many different characters, and it's really going into Slammy. The question mark for Rhubarb is, who the fuck are they gonna play? Is it Falcon? Is it Fox? Is it Yoshi? Is it a DK moment? Which is it Luigi? We don't know, and going into fighting Rhubarb is always just an uncertainty of knowing what you're fighting up against, and that uncertainty means it's impossible to prepare for this guy when he's sitting across from you at a setup. Because why the fuck would you prepare for Yoshi, man, of all things? There's only one, and that's a maybe.
Yeah, Rhubarb plays a lot of characters. I mean, it seems like a cop-out. It is just what Joey said, but Rhubarb plays more characters at a similar level than literally anyone else in the entire scene. Would maybe see a bit more improvement if he stuck to 1 or 2 characters. But just the sheer diversity of this man's portfolio is absurd. And low-key, the Fox is not bad. Maybe I'm bad versus Fox. The Fox is not bad. But what surprised me in recent months, and I kind of discovered this at Face the Facts, is that Rhubarb's Captain Falcon is pretty fucking good. He's been playing Falcon a lot in dubs, and he kind of just understands the character, and he could get scary. Captain Falcon's a scary guy. Captain Falcon just needs a little bit of a touch, and then he can death you. Maybe not even remotely similar to what Yoshi does to you. I honestly haven't seen the Yoshi in quite a while. My hard prediction is that Rhubarb plays all Captain Falcon this tournament, and does not terribly.
That's a fair prediction. Yidnar, what do you have to say about the man with many names? The other man with many names, sorry.
I believe that Big Sam can get even bigger at this tournament.
Oh God. He's already so
and I'm ready
big,
to see
dude.
it.
He's already so big. How's he gonna get bigger? He's so big already.
He's so pregnant.
He won't fit at Bubba Magoo's if he just gets any bigger. Alright. After Rhubarb getting rid of the silhouette as fast as I can, Thundercat sings to the sky. We have Sneed. Qualified at spin 88.
Mods.
Mod. Sneed.
Sneed.
Mods.
Mods.
Sneed.
Sneed.
So Sneed is a player who really shows up, I think, to have fun and vibe a lot, but then has also just improved a ton at the same time. Went from Grand Slammy 1, where they were chosen as one of the perennial grand finalists, has wins on a lot of other people who were in Grand Slammy 1, but they themselves never had one, to just very clearly qualifying for Grand Slammy themselves quite early on, as we see with Spin to Win 88 there. Got a top 8 win over got a top 8 appearance there with a win over Drew. Does incredibly well against the Spaceys. If you get grabbed by this guy, you remember that Marth versus any Spacey is a 60-40 matchup. He's very good at the things that he does know how to do. And yeah, that's Sneed.
This guy's great versus Peach too.
He's also incredible versus Peach.
Back in the era when Penguins of Space was tearing up Amy brackets, Penguins was always scared to run into Sneed and Samani. This was pre-Har, but Sneed and Samani have always been a menace to specifically Ketchup and Penguins of Space, and maybe Clementine if you can elaborate on that. But no, yeah, this guy kind of he's definitely improved for sure.
Yep. My buddy in Nitnamelk forgets. I can't speak on their behalf. They're not remembering what the set count was between them and the Marths. Unfortunately, they are pretty sure when they won an Amy bracket, it was when no Marths were there, and they avoided every bad matchup that they could possibly have had.
Yeah, Sneed started running the PC Chris counter gambit a lot. Samani also recently has picked up just countering everything over and over and over. But yeah, I saw Sneed doing that shit. Famously, he hit that clip versus who was it? It's Sneed versus fuck, who is it? It was Sneed versus Trevor or something at KOH. Or Sneed versus Mobin. Something like that. When he did the offstage counter. That was nuts. But yeah, Sneed. Yeah, I'm thinking Sneed.
Yep, I'm Sneeding. Oh
yeah,
my god,
Sneed. I'm thinking Sneed.
In chat. All right.
Any insight, Yidnar?
Sneed. He's got the Sneed for speed.
He does have
Sneed
for speed.
Need for Sneed.
And at Grand Slammy 2, we'll see if he can be freed. We'll see if he has the Swant. We'll see if he has the Desire.
And if he
or
had
the
the
Snability. And I think it's so.
If I run into him in bracket, I will plead.
True.
And I will beg to be freed.
Hopefully there is no greed for Sneed.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to say mods.
Sneed.
and then I will lay down in my bed and sleep.
You can finish the rest.
All right. We had one positive beacon in Coolster, a guy that just.
Now we have a negative beacon.
No, wait, no. Wait, whoa. The host of Tower of Toil, which is probably one of the sickest format ideas I've ever heard of. I am only trying to emulate it with the format we will be running for Grand Slammy 2, or emulate something that is just a percentage of as incredible as.
You
that
heard
one
it,
was.
guys. Pokeballs are enabled at Grand
No
Slammy
way.
2.
Yeah, we
Whoa.
are rolling
That is not the
forward.
percentage we are running.
Pokeballs
on
and
rage.
Pokefloats are enabled. Don't come.
Our rising star from last year, from 2025 there, Toasty Toes here. Qualified spin to win 102. Came in just unsure if there was even any Smash Brothers to be played, and as we all know, said, "Oh my god, it's real, it's happening, it's here." Well, maybe not all of that, but you know. And just ever since, there's just been a positive light in the community. We all love him, and we also love the guacamole he brings to many an event. That shit is unbelievably fire, and is almost as fire as watching his young Link just improve week after. Sorry, it is better than the. I'm sorry, I love that guac. That guac is too good. But the young Link improving week after week as well is also incredible to see. Toasty Toes has truly just gotten a lot better and is now actually scary. And I'm saying that as a Sheik player who just needs a grab. Sometimes I can't get that grab anymore because there's so many goddamn things on the screen. It's hard to get to the little bugger.
I play Sheik, and this guy is taking me to game 3 last stock so many times. And I just realized, like, oh, wait, my character is 100% times better. But no, yeah, this guy, like, last year did not qualify for Grand Slammy 1, but he was kind of in the lower level of AMI players who, like, couldn't even get, like, a bracket win, was going, like, 0-2, 1-2 in most brackets, and has improved to the point of being able to win AMI brackets over some other, like, hitters in this PowerPoint here.
Yeah.
Like, wins over, what was it, Har he beat in grand finals?
Yep, his win for his qualification here was a win over Gregory Cornelius, which I know is some fuck ass Roy secondary, but Streets will have you know that it's not that fuck ass anymore. It's actually a really strong Roy player.
Beat Liverwort.
Yeah, it beat Liverwort.
That's a fucked up matchup.
That's a crazy one. Yeah.
Mods, can we ban Jaden?
Whoa, wait.
Anyway, yeah, Ross is good.
Ross is very
getting
good now,
very good, and he knows how to throw his projectiles now instead of trying to be cool all the time.
Sometimes
his recoveries on Fountain of Dreams have always been crazy.
Yep.
And yeah, that's like the Toasty Toast special. He let's see. Yeah, he plays young Link, so we could talk more about mid tiers. But filling up the roster of this tournament with some matchups that you should never ever try to prepare, and then you are very sad when you end up running into them in bracket. So Ross could get some crazy upsets here.
Absolutely, Yidnar, what you got for us?
Mimosas, guacamole, some things to be smoked. A big smile, his big ass TV, and just overall great vibes.
Oh yeah,
and a sick young Link. He's gonna dog walk everybody on this tournament. Toasty Toes is gonna win. Randy, Randy's calling it right now.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Whoa! Sure. Randy's calling it. I thought Yidnar.
Yep.
Wait. Did Randy call you to call it?
Yidnar just got a letter from Randy.
Okay. He got a letter in the mail.
I will add one more thing, and it's like everyone right now, the zeitgeist of NS Melee is like, Past La Vista is our guy. We want to see him succeed at every given junction. That was Ross last year, and look at how far Ross has come. All I'm saying, that's the rising star effect.
I saw Toasty Toes versus Inky.
Yeah, so Toasty Toes brought Inky to game 3. Let's not talk about. Or wait, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. I'm misremembering. Toasty Toes almost brought Inky to game 3. So yeah, Move aside, Drucifer.
All right.
The new Inky's killer is in town.
All right, following up our beacon of positivity, we have the villain. No, yeah, a different beacon of negative. No, we have West Side William, who qualified at Spin to Win 87. Of course, the haters will point out
6-7,
8-7. The haters will point out that this shit is rigged. The haters will point out that Digital Cannon was there. That Digital Cannon was the true victor of that tournament on Kirby. The realists will say Digital Cannon is PR'd and should not have been in an AMI bracket. And when we look at any amount of context, Westside William won that bracket of the people who were eligible for AMI. And it wasn't particularly close that week. Westside William deserves to be here. And if you dare to say no, he might not have played the game for like 4 months or some shit. But down B is one button that this guy needs to press, and God does he love pressing it. Sometimes too much, but if it hits, it hits.
All I wanted at Grand Slammy 1 was for us to free Willie, and we
he's
did
free.
It might be a little rigged, but the TOs want him there. And listen, he might not even show up.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. He's gonna up throw arrest liverwort if he does show up.
All right, our second.
It is amazing to see a second Puff.
Throw him into losers.
It is great to have some Puff representation along with ASAP.
Absolutely.
Like I said, the rest. I don't know if people are ready for the rest. I'm excited to see Westside William at this tournament.
Yep.
And if you can't see him at that Grand Slammies above Magoo's, you'll find him at Charlie's.
True. Or at Emo Night, maybe sometimes.
Or at 7 Bays.
True. Yeah, that one too. All right. Westside William is our 21st entrant, which means the following is our final entrant of the currently qualified members to Grand Slammy. It is Witsaka. We could put a bunch of different characters here. The two Sheiks that were TOing this tournament are very biased and put in the Fox. Because the Fox is pretty damn good, and the Fox is what won. Settle at 5, which is what qualified Witsaka. In a crazy losers run, I think lost like round 1 to Pasta La Vista, and then like just tore through, said, this weird contraption that I'm using isn't working for me, picked up an OEM, and just won the whole thing. No asterisks on that. This guy is very good and is another one of those unknown quantities.
This any all can
True.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, Witsaka's spooky. Witsaka entered the scene last year and then left the scene because CRTs made them want to throw up. And then has aged enough where that no longer happens, and now could realistically come back at any tournament with the scariest controller you've ever seen, and just win an AMI bracket.
Yeah,
it could happen.
Yeah, well, we said earlier that Ketchup is the only box player, but we added an asterisk to it and didn't count Aiden. We meant Witsako because it's kind of a box sometimes if they choose not to play on an OEM.
And if it works,
it did break, yeah. Somehow a controller more fucked up than the wheel, maybe. Some have been saying.
Hope we will see more of Witsako. Hope they can make it out to the tournament.
True.
That would be nice. And hope that the CRTs aren't fucking them up too bad.
Yep. Yinar.
Another Fox. Looks like a pretty healthy scene to me.
True. Well, there's only 2 of them, actually. I think we needed, like...
I'm switching to
That's
Fox.
all you need.
I think we needed 11 out of these 22 people to be Fox players. But,
maybe you needed that.
We needed 11 to be Fox players.
11 out of 22. We needed 50% to be Fox players for the scene to truly be healthy.
Luckily.
But at least Witsako is bringing some health back to the scene.
And if you main Fox and you're out there and you haven't qualified yet and you're not too good to play, well, Joey has some good news for you.
There are 2 more Grand Slammers that we will qualify into this tournament. possibly more if people drop and give us notice. But we'll get to that later. Again, this is the announcement that we don't think anyone really cares about. I mean, like, look, we just care about the people who are already going to the tournament. So, you know, speaking of the people who are already going to the tournament, whoa, look at that. We got so many guys who aren't competing at the tournament, but are still coming to the tournament. We got Randy over here running stream, running some calms. We got Nemo. They got a mic in their hand on this picture here. We got bongos on the wall doing more commentary. We could have picked any picture of you. Yeah. Look, man, we had to make this shit quick. We picked any picture we could. The squished whip. We got Dylan Devison. We got pointing Steelsy. And we've got Kodra here as well. Kodra fighting the haters, fighting the ops, fighting anyone who's not gonna let Pasta La Vista into this tournament. That's what Kodra's doing right here. Yep. Except Pasta's not AV anymore, so Kodra doesn't really care that much. He's no longer a supporter. He's not a real one, you know, like the rest of us here. Okay. Yeah, so we have some awesome people who are also coming to the tournament to commentate, to help out run stream, to come up with the idea like Gwyff did here, to cook us a bajillion pancakes, and also do commentary, and also just be a general sick presence, and also the former winner of the first Grand Slammy. Some would say Steelsy is the most talented here, you know, with all the cooking up that he's going to be doing, truly. Yeah. We got some great guys, great people showing up here. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome.
Will Yidnar be there?
Yidnar might be there.
Yidnar
hasn't told us yet.
Appearances.
Yidnar might
see
make
if
some.
Yidnar qualifies.
We'll see. Wait,
okay.
wait. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll see. Okay, we'll address the elephant in the room now that we're done with the talent. The last chance qualifiers. This is the announcement everyone's been waiting for. I'm checking for the ad breaks. They're in 8 minutes. We might be able to get through it. I can snooze them a little bit here. All right. So, last chance qualifiers. There are going to be... So, first off, who is going to be eligible for these last chance qualifiers? So, first off, anyone who is already qualified is banned. That means if your name is any of these people, if you are any of these people, you will not be playing in the last chance qualifiers. Anyone out of bracket at the usual AMI cutoff point will be eligible for the last chance qualifiers. So regardless of any other things, unless you're banned by this or banned by being like a PR player who somehow just crashed out in like losers round 2, or were like on the ballot and are clearly too good for AMI, then you will again just be banned as usual, and not eligible to play in bracket. But if you lost in like losers round 1, then sick, you're in AMI and you can probably play. As for normal people, as for normal like AMI players would. But the final one here, this is the little bit of a weird one here. Anyone before top 8 who has entered 3 AMIs in 2026 will be allowed to be eligible for this last chance qualifier. So, you need to have already been active in the scene within 2026, within the AMI scene within 2026. You can't have qualified already, and you can be a little bit past the usual AMI cutoff. Don't make top 8. That's a hard thing to do anyways, but if you make top 8, then we would have to wait way too long for the bracket to run anyways. I usually work on Wednesdays. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so anyone who's entered 3 AMIs, right now on bracket with 2 A's, if you check the AMI version of that, which is pinned in the AMI disc in the AMI channel on NS Melee, there is an activity check that has been placed on the 2026 season. If you are listed on there, you are part of point 3. Note point 3.5. Not everyone will be at Spin to Wins all the time, week in, week out. Some people are from like Annapolis Valley. Some people are from Cape Breton. Some people are from Pictou County and maybe don't have the ability to travel that much. If you, for some reason, decide to make the trip down and come to a spin to win, and you are in fact of the usual AMI level, and you have not been in 3 AMIs, we'll give you some leniency if your name is like, I don't know, Nebby City or something, or like Bowser Attack. Like, y'all are allowed in. I understand it's far to come in from wherever the hell y'all live. You're allowed into the AMIs here. You're allowed into these LCQs. The AMI cutoff, as usual, is at the discretion of AMI TOs. It's at discretion of the giant document. It's still going to be based off of like what would usually be 18 people, even if most of those 18 people might already be qualified there. No, Jera, I'm
But
sorry.
when is the...
You are not. You are too good for AMI.
But Joey, when is the last chance qualifier?
Last chance qualifiers. There are 2 LCQs. We have 22 people in bracket. There are going to be 2 people qualifying for Grand Slammy. The first one is next Spin to Win 120 on May 12th. The second one, Tuesday, May 19th, the final chance qualifier, Spin to Win 121. Those are the last 2 qualifiers. One note is that there might be more people who qualify out of these LCQs if any of the 22 people we have been talking about for most of this stream have to, for whatever reason, drop out. We will look at like who got second in one of these LCQs there, and let them into bracket, or see who maybe had the best placement across both of these who didn't win, and then let that person into bracket if like Joey can't make it to Grand Slammy or something. And Joey gives us notice,
can't make it,
and if Joey lets us know about that ahead of time, that'd be great.
we will fly out Digital Cannon to play.
No, we will not. We do not have the funds for that. Anyhow, I believe that is the end of this. Yes, that is the end.
Anything to add?
I'm ready for some melee, and boy howdy, I'm ready for some fucking pancakes.
Hell yeah, we are ready for those pancakes. All right. Chat, do we have any questions about the things that we have seen today, about the qualifiers for LCQ? I'm digging back into my teacher days, I guess, and just making sure that everything is clear here. This is
the question and
announcement.
answer period.
Yeah, this is the Q&A period. This part of the doc, at the very least, will be posted in the Discord, of course. So anyone who maybe couldn't watch the stream will still know about this. Yay, 3 at everyone's in one day. You love to see it. It's great.
I love to see it.
Anyways, that's all. We're gonna end stream and we're gonna call it before my last ad break starts. I don't want to force you to watch another ad there. See y'all for pancakes. Bye-bye.
Pancakes.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye, Liverwort. Goodbye, Steals You Live. Goodbye, AV Pasta La Vista. Goodbye, Jera QT. Goodbye, Jeff SBM. Goodbye, Tosty Toes.
Tosty.
Goodbye, Kodra SBM.
I'm gonna wait till you read everything.
Cobber 47.
Goodbye, Cobber 47.
Anyone else?
Goodbye, Randy Ito. Oh my god, Randy was in chat.
Goodbye, Drucifer SSBM.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Burning SSBM.
SBM. Goodbye, Joe Car 951.
Holy shit! Wait,
goodbye, the
goodbye.
Nemesis 64.
Oh my god.
Yeah, goodbye that guy who was a bot.
Yeah, goodbye, bots.
Yeah.